During the Battle of the Bulge, John Primerano served in the wire section of the regimental headquarters of the 501st Parachute Infantry Regiment of the 101st Airborne Division. He did not fight in Normandy, but he made his first combat jump in the Netherlands during Operation Market Garden. Here in Bastogne, John was the guy laying all the communication wires, from the command post to the front line to the observation post. And if these lines were damaged by artillery fire, his team had to run out there and fix it. Also, John operated his main switchboard, which was set up in the basement of the seminary school downtown Bastogne, or he was working with his field switchboard out on the front lines. Now, during one of these moments that the German artillery was not intensifying or blowing him to pieces, 4 guys of his team show up at his foxhole. And they asked Primerano if they could give him a hand fixing the wires. So John joined them, and they pulled the wires out of the 12-inch deep snow and slided their fingers along these wires to see where the damage was. They took turns in doing this. Now, when it was John's turn, he followed the wires up to a curve in the road leading up to a tree line. So when he gets to the curve, John looks up and he freezes. There's a German standing at the tree line holding him at gunpoint. John started his final prayer, when all of a sudden the guys of his section that were following him started to laugh hysterically. John took a closer look at the German and he noticed he had blood on his face. He looked again and he thought he saw like a very tiny hole right here in the German's head. Now, what happened earlier that day, these guys had already been out there, fixing the wires, and they had found this dead, frozen German soldier. So they stood him up, put him against a tree with a rifle in his hands, and said, "Let's call John." And guess what? It worked. Being 19 or 20-year-old on the front line, I really believe you need this morbid sense of humor to get through this.